I think that's how they were able to get the top 16 despite beating.
Ah, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clem, you know, Vancouver's greatest Blanca main. You know, get to deal with that. We got a couple of reps, not just from the U.S. here, but from Canada too. But Laika looks like rocking the can today. Could be wrong here, but interesting to see how I get to go. We have a lot of like not just Luke rep, but Ken rep as well in the PNW. So I bet Biscuit is super experienced in those matchups. So let's see how it plays out. You know, people like to talk about how Manon is like not necessarily like gets to play in the same playing field as like the top 5. You know, Luke, Ken, JP, Jury, like however in whatever order you think those top characters are, like Manon is definitely considered to be like under that. So interesting to see how like this matchup develops as we get to go, and in a first to 3 especially. Yeah. There's a lot of mental be going around the command grab. So we'll let to see how Biscuit plays it out. You know, it looks like these two are all ready to go.
We shall see. Yeah, I feel like if you're playing Manon and you're playing like within like this type of bracket, like a top 8 level, right? It requires a lot of patience in itself for a matchup like Kid, right? So I imagine I imagine we're gonna see like a lot of drive periods and slowly working your way in. So like Biscuit is not of that ideology. We just take the fight to them immediately.
Yeah, I've definitely seen from like what I've seen of Biscuit's play. Biscuit is definitely kind of an in-your-based character, and if you want to play like Manon, like it's definitely one way to adapt the playstyle because you want to get as many medals as you can. Yeah. And, like, it's like I say, like the threat of the medal is like scarier than the medal itself. Like getting it in the command grab, but even though you see this damage coming out of this medal, it's gonna be really, really scary for Laika to come back from that. But Biscuit doing a great job this first round.
Dude, it's been 23 seconds, and Biscuit has already taken the game and gotten 4 medals. If you're Laika, you have to be like shaking in your boots right now. I'm like, yo, what happened?
Yeah, we'll get to see how Laika gets to deal with Manon. I feel like there's a couple of knowledge checks that you have to deal with if you are playing against someone like Biscuit. But I bet that Laika definitely has some experience now. But Biscuit doing a great job of controlling the pace of the ground and has Laika in the corner.
Yo, oh my god, that was the guess of a lifetime. The strike throw with the massive implications of death on both ends.
Exactly, yeah. You get the TC coming in, and then you're like, oh my god, what do I do? What do I do? And Laika just playing a cool, calm, collected, gets the 2 LP there. But it's gonna take this first game.
Phenomenal, graceful, and quick there from Biscuit, the way that they were able to quickly get the medal stacks and overwhelm Laika, it felt like.
Yeah, doing a really great job, like I said. Like these round starts have been pretty explosive from Biscuit, and they definitely like imply a lot of just about the confidence of Biscuit and like how Laika is definitely wanting to play the matchup. But right now, turning on a dime, Laika is able to control the pace once more, and we'll have to see if they get their time to strike. But in burnout, though, going to be a little scary.
Yeah, that was big. That drive flush stand Fierce kind of enforcing that with the frame trap in order to force the burnout. So if they were going to make a comeback, now is the time. But we're seeing great defensive play here from Laika. Anti-air DPs, not making it easy.
Definitely. But has a pretty nice life lead right now, and they're going to close the job there. It's definitely this like really awkward position for Biscuit to be in, where Laika gets to play this like keep away with such a big life lead and in burnout, and then like if you do manage to close the gap, Laika has so many tools to be able to deal with it. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. But Laika doing a good job. Just gonna use the ODDP to get off me. Dragon Lash coming in, but just throwing their own pressure now.
Yep. In burnout, but I would say for good reason. You got 3 medal stacks. You got them in the corner. You get the scoop.
Oh my god!
Not enough
just
to kill. Very close. Ooh.
That'll even out the round cut, though. Biscuit definitely coming back here and showing, what's up. Be able to work around, and now having these medal stacks going into this last round is definitely going to be a pain point for Laika to deal with. One command grab is going to equal death here. Yeah,
this is so funny because I feel like there's a really big difference between Biscuit rounds and Laika rounds. Biscuit rounds are like 20 seconds. And then like Laika rounds are a little bit slower. It's interesting because I feel like typical Ken, like, it's kind of rushdown syndrome, but Laika's been forced to play this so keep away because Biscuit is so aggressive. Like,
yeah, Laika definitely has to work hard to keep this life lead because, one implication right there it is, the command
Guess
grab.
of a lifetime!
Right off the TC, gonna equal death there. Biscuit's gonna walk away with one more game in his pocket here. Doing a great job so far. It's so scary how, like, even if you get put in like those guessing situations, like having to deal with everything you have, and like Biscuit can just hold back there, and like if you DP, all right, you're also gonna need a big combo into another medal, so it's gonna be really, really scary to deal with. But Laika has to keep calm if they want to keep going here so far. They're still holding this lead though.
Dude, if you're Laika, you have to figure out a way to slow it down.
Sure.
Just like the fact that Biscuit has been able to overwhelm in the way that they have, like just bringing it down to the shoulder fundamentals, and although Manon has gap closing tools, they're pretty committal.
Yeah, for sure.
So
It is really scary, yeah. Like you said, gap closing tools are the name of the game here, and like being able to manage to them if you're a Laika. But right now, it doesn't matter what kind of gap closing tools you are. 3 throws and counting. Jump back.
Oh, shimmy!
Oh my god, that was amazing! Yeah, using the shimmy there just to confirm it right in the end of the round. Laika working with that life lead and able to close out this next round here.
All right.
Yeah, but as I was saying, you know, the gap closing tools that Biscuit has to be able to manage and work around. It feels like Biscuit is working, you know, in an uphill battle, but doing such a great job of doing that, it makes Laika have to play off the back foot here.
Loving it. Yeah, Laika's digging deep here. So forcing the burnout, but for good reason. We're not saying it's not CA, but it's still going to be a ton of damage. Going to be able to get a little bit of that burnout gauge back if so necessary, but I imagine we're going to be going for a corner positioning.
Oh my god!
Was that like a DI?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Biscuit will be able to hold on steady with that one and stay in one more. Spending the DI there on the wake up was so scary. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Oh, that was almost a perfect parry. That would have been crazy.
Yeah. Like holding steady.
Boom. I get it. You don't want to be there. You're like the 4 metal stack. They got to be looking for the command throw, but the strike can also kill you.
Oh
Are
my
you
god,
dead?
look at this damage. No, just shy. One more tick though for Biscuit, and that'll put him in. But Laika trying to work back from this deficit. Gonna do level 1, and that will still catch. It's a low, baby.
Wow. Biscuit with the 3-0 victory over Laika. Making me eat my words from the initial second of the match. Because I'm used to watching like Item versus like a Gobbler, Item versus like a Kin player. Item does this like drive parry, walk you down type of style in matchups against a lot of the top tier characters. Biscuit is like, I got the reads. Like I know when to use my quarter stroke back light kick. I know when to, you know, ballerina spin and find my way in. It was really explosive gameplay, and I just felt like overwhelmed like at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's definitely like a different way of thinking about the matchup and just approaching it in general. So Biscuit's doing a great job of being able to navigate the space and like making Laika have to work for like every interaction there. Because if you play this like this slight keep away game, I feel like Biscuit can definitely work their way in, and then you